Epigenetics refers to biological processes that regulate how genes are expressed without changing the genetic code itself. There's a lot you can't control when raising a kid with developmental disabilities, but the environment you create could actually shape how your kid's genes function. There are two main mechanisms: DNA methylation and histone modification. In DNA methylation, chemical tags are added to DNA that either silence or dampen the gene. And histone modification changes the way DNA is wrapped around proteins, which either tightens or loosens access to genetic information. And these changes can control which genes are turned up, turned down, or paused. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Kimberly Idoko. I am a Yale-trained molecular, cellular, and developmental neurobiologist. I'm a board-certified neurologist, Penn-trained with over 17 years of clinical experience and more than 20,000 patient encounters and counting. I'm a Stanford Law-trained California licensed attorney, and I'm also a mom of two, one of whom is developmentally disabled by something called Rett syndrome. And I make content that blends science and wisdom for parents like us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and follow. Epigenetic remodeling happens throughout life to varying degrees, but it is the most dynamic during 3 phases of life. Guess which ones? During prenatal development, when the brain and other organs are forming, during infancy and toddlerhood, those first 3 years of life, when the brain is rapidly developing and it's a time of immune and metabolic programming, and then during puberty, when there's hormonal rewiring. These 3 periods of life are the most active periods of epigenetic remodeling, which is an opportunity. There are things that influence epigenetic signaling. So if we're intentional during those 3 critical periods of life, prenatally, 0 to 3, and during puberty, then we can change how our kids' genes are expressed. We're still figuring all the science out, but there are 5 things that we are pretty sure in 2025 that influence epigenetic changes. 1, nutrition. B vitamins, folate, omega-3s. Number 2 is stress and co-regulation, particularly maternal and caregiver stress. Number 3 is environmental toxins, things like pesticides, air pollution. Number 4 is activity, physical activity and sleep. And the 5th is social connection. For example, chronic stress increases the methylation of genes that regulate cortisol. And that can lock a kid's nervous system into chronic fight or flight. On the flip side, nurturing environments have been found to increase the expression of neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory genes. We're not guessing. It's been shown in rats, it's been shown in humans, there have been longitudinal pregnancy studies, and this isn't limited to stress genes. Epigenetic changes have been found in genes related to brain plasticity, BDNF, immune function, IL-6, TNF-alpha, metabolism and immune signaling, mitochondrial activity, and oxidative stress. Epigenetics isn't magic. You can't reverse Rett syndrome or autism through diet or mindset. Genes lay a foundational blueprint, but how that blueprint unfolds is responsive. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need a neurobiology degree. But what you need to know is that loving touch stabilizes stress systems. Food quality influences behavior. Safe, predictable environments support learning. Your child's genes shape their development, but their experiences shape how those genes are expressed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and follow. Till next time.